The consultation following Spicemas 2024 took into consideration all aspects of the carnival product, what works and what needs to be done to improve the overall product and make it financially viable for all stakeholders involved. Some of the findings were shared with stakeholders on Saturday by Colin Dow.
To note that there were some substantive questions that were asked. One addressed the uniqueness of the Spicemas product, the challenges faced in participating in Spicemas, a review of the structure of Spicemas, financing Spicemas, and management of Spicemas. As we went through, there were some common refrains. And I say common refrain just similar to the shortney in their chants, some things that every group essentially cited as we went through the various reports. Transparency, effective communications, inclusiveness, fair remuneration, adequate representation. The management of the Spicemas, I mentioned the SMC board composition, that came up a number of occasions. Strong engagement and support for the parish carnival development committees. Transparency with finances and a call for audited accounts to be made public. And the whole idea is of transparency, as I mentioned from the first slide, came up over and over again. The communication of information will be important. There was no grouping in terms of the record that says SMC corrupt. That did not come through. What came through is that there's a lack of information sharing. And if there was a sentiment, I thought, that SMC was perceived as being corrupt, that would have been said. So that's not the message. But the message is one of transparency, revamping of Carnival City, of course that was mentioned earlier, creation and promotion of events leading up to Panorama.
Culture Minister Adrian Thomas said it augurs well when there is collaboration and proper organization.
Spicemas don't have to be talking to the soca artists, the groovy artists, and the calypsonian and the panmen. You call the three stakeholders together and you discuss and you make things easier. So I personally will advocate that the organizations come together, and nobody cannot do that for you. They may call a meeting, 1 or 2 meetings, and a lot of meetings have been held. But if you don't take your own initiative as calypsonians, as panman, as massmen, and come together and form those organizations, then the quarrel will be every year that things have been pushed down your throat. Because the carnival committee, I cannot tell them to wait until they get something from a disorganized organization.
Echoing the call for a better organization among the various stakeholders was the chairman of the Spicemas Corporation, Cecil Noel.
I've heard of PAN and the need for association. I've heard of MAS and the need for association. I've heard of Calypso and Soca and the need for association. And the truth is that we can encourage it. We can try to facilitate it, but it is up to you, the stakeholders, to make it happen.
Christina John, GBN News.